Hi. So who is this Guy Todd Aichele? Well, that's me. And the reason I wrote this tonight is because I keep sending out emails or blogs, and I send all this stuff out, and a lot of people just don't know who I am. Now, I've written by that myself before, but you may not have read the other blogs that I've had because I've been doing blogs for a long time. So I want to tell you a little bit about me tonight. I grew up in White Plains, New York, and in Cornwall, Connecticut. And then I went off to went to White Plains Public Schools, and then I went to prep school in New Hampshire because I screwed up in White Plains Public Schools. And then I got out and I went to Colorado School of Mines, and I didn't stay there for the whole term because it was a very, very right wing school, and I was not very right wing. So then I got back and I went and I did a degree in computer peripherals and then in electronics technology. And during this whole time, I worked my way through school in restaurants. And by the time I graduated, I liked it in restaurants better than I liked what I'd gone to school for. So I spent the next quite a few years in the restaurant business, enjoying myself immensely in Boston. And then I moved back down to Connecticut and started to build my house there. And became a financial advisor in 1983. During the time between 1983 and 2000, I owned three restaurants. I started one, then we redid it and turned it into another one, and then when I got married in 2000, I'm sorry, 1990, my wife and I took over an inn that had been closed, and we redid that. And so that was a whole series of things. And then I moved to Florida because I couldn't take the cold anymore in Connecticut. And when I got down here, I met a woman, and I got married, and we had a child. And I was working as a financial advisor in Florida, and then I got an offer to go to California to help with the company out there, and it was a good offer, good money, and move the whole thing, and it was a big deal. So we went out there, and during that time, while I was in California, I worked selling generators and service and just dealing with the public and building the business, which we did. We built the business up quite well. But then I got cancer. I got prostate cancer. And so I had to have that deal done. So I had my prostate removed and went through all that stuff. And during this time, my wife and I just were not seeing things eye to eye. And I didn't want to be in California anymore. I didn't like it there. There's too many people, and just the air is filthy, and I just don't like it there. I still don't. I mean, I go out there and I visit my daughter a couple of times a year, and she comes this way. But I just still don't like it in California. There's something not very human to me about it. So anyway, I moved back to Florida. We got divorced, and I moved back to Florida. And I've been very happy here. And I got to say that for the last 10 or 12, even longer probably, I've tried to do things. I've tried to be associated with different companies. I've started with several of them, got a little bit ways along, and then they either went out of business or the government shut them down or something happened. And all during this time when I was trying to do that, my wife was very negative about it. As a matter of fact, I had to do it on the sly after a while, and if she caught me, she yelled and got ticked off about that. And that was one more thing. If you're going to get involved with this business, make sure you have a spouse that supports you, or at least understands what you want to do. And as some of the other people have found out, if your wife comes to one of these meetings, or your significant other, whoever it is, comes to one of these meetings, they'll be probably as gung-ho as you are by the time they leave. So anyway, if you have any questions, please get in touch with me. I'm going to stop this. We're just about 4 minutes, and I'd love to talk to you. So thanks very much. Bye-bye.